Other CEO and his father, they bet on themselves, and they are set to earn 4.6 billion. Yes, I said billion with a B. I mean, it's sad because with Elon Musk getting his trillion, billion sounds so little. It sounds so little now, right? That
Bruh.
That darn Elon, right? But let's read this together. This article is brought to us by one of our favorites, CNBC. It reads, CEO and his dad each took out second mortgages to start his company. Now, I mean, look, for a father to take out a second mortgage to start your company, he truly, truly believes in you. Now, he could get a $4.6 billion payout. What?
Hey.
Says, Rivian CEO RJ Scaringe could personally earn up to $4.6 billion over the next decade if the electric automaker hits specific profit and share price targets laid out in a new compensation package recently approved by his company's board of directors. So, Anton breaks this down a lot about how many people, they're just looking at the salary that you're going to pay, how much you're going to get paid yearly. But CEOs, they primarily get paid off hitting certain milestones, mile markers, all this type of stuff. And they don't get paid like necessarily in cash. They get paid in stock incentives. So says the potential payout, which earning comparison to Elon Musk's pay plan, likely never would have been possible had the 42-year-old Rivian founder and his father not made a financially highly irrational decision. In 2009, they each refinanced their houses to secure the money needed to get the company off the ground, he said in an October 2024 interview at his undergraduate alma mater, Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute. Interesting alma mater. Scaringe? Is it Scaringe or Scaringe? Either way, has said that he formed Rivian, initially named Mainstream Motors, the day after he earned his PhD in mechanical engineering from the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, MIT, in June of 2009. He had a dream of starting an automotive business since childhood. Shout out to you fulfilling your childhood dreams. And here's how it went, right? Because many people, when they ask you as a kid in kindergarten, what do you want to be when you grow up? A firefighter, a teacher, a police officer. Some say an astronaut. But this guy, Scaringe, he wanted to start his automotive business. What type of automotive business? He didn't really know. But now he has a EV business, which pretty nice cars too. No cars, actually, just SUVs and trucks. When he helped a neighbor restore classic cars and research lower emission combustion engines as part of his PhD program at MIT's Sloan Automotive Lab. His first business project, building a hybrid sports car, but he lacked enough funding to launch a capital-intensive business. A car company can require billions of dollars, thousands of engineers, and a manufacturing plant that would take years to build. Well, now in the age of AI, who knows, right? Scaringe had no employees at the time and hadn't yet designed or built any of his proposed vehicles' underlying infrastructure or technology. So investors weren't eager to supply the funding.
Bruh.
Ain't believing us.
That soundbite literally goes well with that, right? It says, it's this incredibly high risk proposition. So because of that, my dad and I actually financed the beginning of Rivian. I had a house that I refinanced and my dad had a house that he refinanced, said Scridge, adding, his love for me and belief in me led him to do something that was financially highly irrational. If it were not for that, it would have been impossible to get going. So here's a question. Would you do you believe in your child enough to do something highly irrational like taking out a second mortgage on your home to bet on their success? Would you take out a second mortgage if they say, Dad, Mom, I want to start a business where I'm going to be creating flying cars. Yes, flying cars, which were supposed to be back out forever ago, right? However, I don't have the funding. I'm broke, broke. I ain't got it.
Bruh.
Will you or can you take out a second mortgage on your home because you love me, and you believe in me so that we can get this off the ground? And you just throw in, well, the CEO of Rivian, his father believed in him enough to take out a second mortgage. Why can't you do it for me? I am going to be a star. Well, will you do it for me? Right? That is the question. Right? It says both refinancings were second mortgages, the New York Times reported in July 2019. Scridge initially bought his own home in high school. Damn, he bought a home in high school with money he saved from two. All right, hold up. What the hell kind of summer jobs are you doing in high school that you can save enough to buy from two summer jobs you can buy a home? That's crazy. Working in a restaurant and also as an apprentice machinist. All right, something ain't right. Something ain't right. How from working in a restaurant and working as an apprentice, you're able to buy a home right out of high school? I mean, that's smart though. That is smart. I'll tell you that, right? And then earn extra income renting the home. Oh, so he bought an investment property. He told the How I Built This podcast in September 2022 episode. The Rivian founder hasn't publicly disclosed how much money he secured from the two refinancings, but the funds were enough, along with some investments from friends and family, to begin hiring Rivian's first engineers and start building a prototype vehicle. He said on How I Built This. So here's another question for you. Here's another question. Would you invest in your friends and family if they had a business idea, a business venture? And if you would, is it because they're your friends and your family, or is it because they have a good idea? How would you approach it? If your friend comes with an idea and they say that, hey, I have this idea. I want you to invest in my company the same way the Rivian CEO like his friends and his family and his father invested in him by taking out a second mortgage. Would you do it? I think it's a fair question. The company also rented a warehouse from Scaringe's dad, an engineer and founder of Rockledge, Florida-based Mainstream Engineering Corporation, which makes a range of HVAC and refrigeration products. Scaringe hired roughly 15 engineers and designed a 4-seat sports coupe that he hoped to eventually sell to prospective customers around $25,000, he told Orlando Sentinel in May 2010. After 2 years of development, he shelved the prototype, aiming instead to build something that could have a bigger impact on the auto industry. He told How I Built This. He thought of going out and building what Tesla had already done, the electric Tesla Roadster. Just felt like that wasn't a problem that the world needed to be worked on, Scaringe said. Scridge went back to the drawing board, which he called one of the most perplexing and challenging times of his life. He was drawn to the challenge of building an all-electric pickup and SUVs. He said popular vehicle categories that produce more emissions than smaller cars when powered by gas engines. In 2012, Rivian raised more than $1 million in funding, led by Saudi Arabian auto distributor Abdul Latif Jamil. Scaringe met the chairman of Abdul Latif Jamil, a fellow MIT alum, through the school's alumni network and successfully pitched him on the vision of Rivian. He told how I built this. Rivian ultimately raised $10.5 billion. Yes, $10.5 billion in funding from the likes of Amazon and Ford before going public in 2021. And I also forgot, Rivian does have those neat looking futuristic Amazon delivery trucks. I remember the first time I saw it was like either last year or the year before that in Orlando. And I saw the cool little eyes. It looked like a vehicle from the movie Cars. I was like, what? That is awesome. The same year, the company electric trucks and SUVs finally hit the market. Today, Rivian has a market value of more than $20 billion, with Scaringe owning a stake of about 1.4 in the company, according to Forbes. If Rivian hits all the profits and share price targets in Scaringe's pay package over the next decade, its market value could increase by roughly $153 billion, and Scaringe would accrue a larger stake in his business, the company said in a November 7th filing with the U.S. Security and Exchange Commission. Shout out to the CEO, Scaringe, and his father, who believed in I'm gonna do a Stephen A. Put the camera on me. Who believed in him and invested in his son's vision, and now they are running it up. Let's get it. All right, that's pretty awesome. That is pretty awesome. They had to take out second mortgages, but it looks like they are winning in the end. All right.
Ain't no machine ever break. Sometimes the battery hit red. I ain't stopping, I'm just rebooting. Why the bounce back? Go! Eyes heavy like I'm lifting weight with my eyelid. Brain foggy, feeling like I'm stranded on an island. Coffee pot empty and the energy is silent. Fighting with the demons in my head, getting violent. Staring at the screen, but the progress isn't moving. Spinning on the wheels, tell me what am I proving? Body aching, back breaking, losing all the grooving. Every single step feels like I'm just losing. Working 24, but the needle barely nudging. Feel like I'm a hammer, but the wall isn't budging. Burn on creepy, yeah, the shadow is a trudging. Doubters on the sideline, yeah, they always judging. Is it worth the stress? Is it worth the hypertension? Did I make the turn? Did I lose the dimension? Need a little break, need a little intervention before I crash out and I lose the retention. When I'm feeling fried, sucker to your sizzling. Vision getting blurry and the rain start drizzling. Also feeling heavy, motor vision and fizzling. Waiting for the steak, but I don't hear the sizzling. But I can't quit, now I can't to the flag. Even when I'm dragging and I'm feeling like a rag. Got too many gold packed inside the bag. Gotta push through even when I hit the lag. Just need a minute, just need to close the blinds. Disconnect the server, disconnect the lines. Lay the head down, let the body unwind, so I can wake up and get back on the grind. I'm burned out, but I ain't bowed out. No, just need a nap, then I'm back on the route. Hold the high for a second, shut the world out. Wake up a beat, scream and shout. I can let them see me lose, I can give them that. They waiting on the crumble, waiting on the splat. My drive is too big, yeah, I'm taking it back. Just a power nap, then I'm back on attack. They sit in the stands with a popcorn ready. Praying that my knees buckle, hoping I ain't steady. Wanna see the downfall, wanna see it messy. Wanna see me crash like a stolen Chevy. I see the side, I hear the whispers in the dark. Waiting for the flame to extinguish the spark. They wanna see the dog loot a bite in the bark. But I'm a gray white swimming like a shark. If I quit now, man, they win the whole game. If I slow down, they gon' tarnish the name. Gotta feed the fire, gotta feed the flame. Satisfaction that they seek is a damn shame. I ain't gon' give it to them, never gon' fold. Story of my failure is a story never told. My desire to win is worth my goal. Bigger than the hate that they tryna hold. So I take a rest, yeah, I hit the pillow hard. Reboot the system, pull the ace from the car. Keep the haters locked out, standing in the yard while I recharge the battery and lower down the guard. Just for an hour, let the new runs reset. Wake up cleaner than I ever been yet. Ready for the war, ready for the threat. Gonna make them pay every single little debt. They want me to crumble, they want me to crack. But I bounce back like a rubber on the track. Sleep is the weapon, get the mind intact. Then I hit the gas, never looking back. I'm burned out, but I ain't bowed out. No, just need a nap, then I'm back on the route. Close the eyes for a second, shut the world out. Wake up a beat, scream and shout. I can let them see me lose, I can give them that. They waiting on the crumble, waiting on the splat. My drive is too big, yeah, I'm taking it back. Just a power nap, then I'm back on attack. Okay, I'm up now, wipe the crust the eye. Looking in the mirror, no more disguise. Demon on my shoulder, yeah, he finally died. Energy is peaking, reaching for the sky. Thought I was dumb and you must be crazy. Thought the burnout meant that I was getting lazy. Vision was blurry, now it ain't hazy. Pushing up Daisy, now I'm pushing Mercedes. Word didn't change, but the mind stay with flip. Got a new Mac and I put in a clip. Haters looking sick, yeah, they starting to trip. Watching me and sin while they sinking in the ship. Progress was slow, now I'm moving like speed. Planting whole forest when I planted the seed. Satisfy the want, satisfy the need. Made the competition turn around and bleed. I do this for the win, I don't do it for the likes. Coming up the mountain while you riding on trikes. Heading for the top, yeah, I'm planning the strikes. Running up the score, yeah, I'm racking up strikes. Turn to the engine, failure's not an option. Turning every obstacle into adoption of a new method, yeah, I'm swapping and I'm copying. Only thinking these are records that I'm popping. Burnout was a lie, it was just a little test. Put a head down, got a little bit of rest. Now I'm back stronger, pounding on the chest. Put me to the trial and I asked the question. I'm wide awake now. You shouldn't have blinked. I can let you see me lose. My drive is bigger, be ahead, be thinking in hate back. Better work, 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 better work. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Ho, get it.